No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Vanderbilt's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most...
breaks into the open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barber. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Now they'll run the draw. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do, because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real, the coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab on 3rd. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. they are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to Davis. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Vols will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Alvarez. He's got an open man. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Brown. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Northern Illinois has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Husky Stadium. They're up by 7 over Houston. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback running on the draw.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Going to swing it on second down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Volunteers are on the move. They'll run the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to fire on second down. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given him a great opportunity.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
To throw, it's Alvarez. Got his man quickly. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Leaves it with the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the tailback. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. The Commodores come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He did not make it, a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We worked on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
And the Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. QB draw. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Gives it on the option. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that first down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Commodores! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes! Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses and some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
The Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
And the Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Back to throw. It's Alvarez. Got his man on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. To the air on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. He's got it upright. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. To the ground with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll leave it with him. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit, and he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw, it's Alvarez. Grabbed in the middle, it's Polk. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And the Commodores will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense When I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Handoff to the lone back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's Alvarez. Got it in the middle. It's Barber. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Barber. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Zings it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Commodores with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and work.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Alvarez. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
Touchdown, baby! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Creates a little room. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Rides the back on the option, the give. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They're going to ride this running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Vols come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And here comes the punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Alvarez. That's caught. It's Brown. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats during the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it.
Here we go.
They'll run for it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They'll try to run it in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Doors. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Right on the money. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gives it on the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something.
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
On the ground, it's Breeze. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Leaves it with the batter. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and trying to ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many.
Back's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. Now, there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
No matter how much college football changed